Hey, what's up? It's Weirdbeard from Checkpoint XP, your home for esports and video games. I'm joined right now with the man, the myth, the legend, just pulling out a win at the very first Valorant First Strike tournament. What's going on, ShahZam?
Just happy to have won that game versus FaZe. It's a good map, not just for winning, but for our confidence as well moving forward.
Absolutely. So, out of the gate, I just want to ask, you're the man in charge of this team, right? Like you're the IGL and everything. What was the decision behind pulling out Skye? You know what I mean? Like we haven't really seen any professional. Were you guys practicing, or was that just like a back pocket pick?
No. So unfortunately, we didn't get to practice for the last 2 weeks, other than the previous 2 days when I just got back. But Skye, when Skye first came out, we're always open to like experimenting with characters. I think it's really cool how all my teammates like testing out different characters. We're not afraid to like go into one game and try one character and then talk about it and maybe think this other agent would be better for like how we want to approach the map. So Skye was just something that Sick felt really comfortable using, and I think she's a very powerful agent. I'm surprised to not see other teams using her. Her flashes are kind of busted. Her heal is insane, and she has like that dog to get info. So it's kind of like three characters in one.
That voice line that tells you that they're blinded though feels way too OP because it hits.
Exactly. Like not only is the dog getting you info, but you've got three flashes and they tell you if they're there. Like we use that a lot to like this game's a lot about, them taking map control and then us like figuring out where they're going, and like it's so much free info that I feel like we're making very good use of Skye.
So, coming into this tournament, Sentinels have really been kind of the team to beat. They've been you guys have been the ones out at the forefront, kind of setting the meta and everything. Coming into the tournament, do you feel better being the team to beat, or would you rather be considered an underdog here?
I think it's nice to be the big dogs. Definitely, like we see a lot of teams focus us, study us, and like we'll see them try to copy the things we do. But who better knows those things and its weaknesses than the people that made it?
Yeah.
So it's really nice when we play against teams that try to like mimic the things we do, and we know how to like take advantage of that. So that's the upside, and also the downside is like everyone's setting. So, but we're good at like constantly reinventing ourselves. I think that comes from like people taking their own initiatives, like whether it's watching like the European games, the Korean games, and like bringing these ideas to practice, as well as like our preparation overall.
Yeah, and you know what I think also kind of helps you guys? You're one of the only stable rosters that have like existed so far in this entire esport, Like it feels like every other month people are switching, going here and going there. You guys have essentially had a set roster for a couple months now. Do you think that, having the lead time like that has really benefited you?
Yeah, this game is all about teamwork. It's all about communication. It's all about understanding how everyone reacts and being on the same page. And you don't get that without staying together and practicing, without trusting each other. When you start to make roster changes or create a dynamic like that, it's not a healthy environment. People will start playing for their spot on the team rather than playing to win. And right now we've got a bunch of selfless people that know that they rightfully earn their spot on the team, and that we're just in it to work together. Whether we win, whether we lose, we get back in the server and we talk about what we need to fix, and it's as simple as that.
Now, looking forward, right now, 100 Thieves and T1 are showing down. I have to ask, are you pulling for 100 Thieves so that you can have a rematch, or would you rather go back up against T1 to really kind of settle the beef?
So we did play against T1 to qualify for First Strike in the first qualifier, and we won that game. I like playing against them because I feel like we know how they play. It's like really slow and methodical. Definitely we lost 100 Thieves in that seeding match, which I feel like didn't have a lot of weight to it. But then like the community started hyping up 100 Thieves after they beat us, and we didn't like that. So either team's gonna be a good matchup. I think still I'd prefer to play T1 because we have history beating them before, and that just plays in to our confidence as well as theirs. Well, 100 Thieves, I wouldn't mind playing them either, to just let people know, like, when it comes to an important match, we're the better team.
And I think it's also kind of funny that there's beef there in the sense that, like, people seem to still not respect Sinatra, man. Like, I don't understand why, and I think because he comes from Overwatch, and you have a team with a bunch of CSGO guys, as if, that makes it any better. Like, have you noticed a hitch? Because I haven't, from seeing Sinatra really make that change from, when he first jumped into now.
Yeah, like, I read a lot of the comments and like the stuff people talk about. They're talking about Envy, they're talking about 100 Thieves, they're talking about players on these teams, and like I feel like because we had like a break from playing tournaments for a bit, we qualified, and then we kind of just accepted the qualification and didn't take the seeding matches as seriously as maybe I would have liked. People stopped talking about like Sinatra and the players on our team and like the player list and stuff. But obviously, like we know like what we're capable of, and we know that we're the number one team, and we have been for like the last 4 or 5 months for a reason. And it's like our chance to just prove it coming into First Strike. You know, this is the tournament that everyone's gonna be watching, so we bring our best game.
And last question I've got for you here, you know, what does being in this tournament for you mean? You know what I mean? Like there's plenty of players that are here, but you're not only playing, you're expected to go through to the finals, and you're an in-game leader, so you're managing your entire team. Like it's got to feel bigger than just you at this point, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the most important tournament of the year since Valorant came out this year. It was a long qualification process. A lot of good teams didn't make it. A lot of teams that people didn't expect qualified. It's good that like we can consistently play against these other teams and make it where we need to be. It's about us just continuing to work harder than the other teams. Especially for me, like as an IGL, I just need to keep working harder and not get content, not get lazy or complacent, and continue to like stay at number one. It's like one thing to become the best team, but it's a whole nother thing to like stay there for a while.
Well, I guarantee you nobody's going to be calling you lazy out of all the people anytime soon. Hey, ShahZam, thanks so much for joining us, and good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.